I am Batman. Average Sniper.
What's up, everybody? Average Sniper here. Hope you all are having a great day, and I have another PUBG video for you today. And let's get right to the topic. All right, PUBG 2. I'm just gonna be the first to say, even though I'm making the video about this, I think it'd be kind of dumb for them to release a PUBG 2. Now, having said that, would you, if a PUBG 2 came out, would you buy it? And I'm talking to everybody here, you know, PC players, console players, well, mobile players, I guess it'd probably be free. So let's just stick to PC and console for now. If PUBG 2 was announced, would you buy it? Now, I would, because obviously I'm a streamer and a content creator, so I think it would probably bring a lot more views to my channel to make something about PUBG 2, but most people just play the game. And I think a lot of people have felt kind of ripped off, even though it was only a $30 game, it's still, let me just put it this way, okay? I remember when I bought PUBG for the first time, it was $30 on PC in March of 2017. Wow, it's already been 2 years and 2 months. That's crazy that I've been playing PUBG for that long. Maybe it is time for a version 2. But the point is, when I loaded the game up, you know, I was used to playing AAA games, and I got to the lobby waiting area and I looked at the graphics and I was like, what the fuck is this? What did I just spend $30 on? But I didn't quit. You know, I was like, whatever. Okay, maybe it doesn't have great graphics. I played the game. The concept was amazing, but the bugs were outstanding. There were so many bugs, glitches, desync, lag, and don't get me wrong, it's gotten a lot better. It's gotten a lot better on PC, even though you pretty much have to have a monster PC to run it, and it has gotten better on consoles as far as like the lag and the desync. But the things we're still dealing with, you know, are mainly lag, desync. It's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still there. And on console, oh my god, if you play PUBG on PC and you play it on console, you might throw your console in the trash. But don't judge console by PUBG, because there's a lot of other games that run fine. But seriously, it's 2019. How hard is it, you know, to get 60 frames per second, or get it so the buildings and the loot renders in before you land? You shouldn't have to buy a solid state drive for your computer or anything like that, you know, just to play a game at today's standards. And you shouldn't have to buy a brand new Xbox One X, even if you have an Xbox that's, maybe if your Xbox is like the OG 2013 Xbox One, it's time to update. And if you have like the OG PS4, maybe it's time to update to the better versions. But assuming you don't have a console that's over 5 years old, you shouldn't have to buy all kinds of things just to play a game. So that's why I'm asking the question about PUBG 2. Would you buy PUBG 2 if it came out? I want to know in the comments. I'm just very curious to know this. If the average people out there that play video games casually or professionally or whatever would pick up PUBG 2 if it was $30. Let's say it's $30. Now, what I think would be amazing is if they would just fix the current PUBG. Now, they have made statements that it's like unfixable because the way it was originally made. But what if they actually did what like the PUBG mobile developers did and kind of rebuilt the game from the ground up? You know, the same maps, the same buildings, you know, same texture. So everything pretty much looks the same. Maybe they could actually make it look better. That'd be pretty cool if it looked better. But everything is built and programmed much better than the original version. So you can get 60 plus FPS on console, and you don't need a beast PC just to run a game that looks like it was made 10 years ago. You know, that would be amazing. And what if they just surprised us with this? What if they didn't even say like, oh, we're planning PUBG 2 or we're planning to revamp PUBG? Because honestly, who cares? They could say all they want about that, but that's all we've heard for the past several years is we're going to do this, we're going to do a patch, we're going to create a campaign called Fix PUBG to make it better. We're going to do all this stuff and we're going to promise it to you, and then we get to the end of it all and we're still sitting here like, okay, my building still hasn't rendered in. I'm still getting 20 frames per second, sometimes less. I mean, let's face it, the game's a lot better from launch, but it's got a long way to go before it's amazing. And I think with all the money they made, I think they could have put a lot of that into rebuilding the game. They said, okay, you know what? We had a great idea. We executed it. It became massively popular, way more popular than we ever expected in our wildest dreams. Let's rebuild it and make it even better. Let's hire some people in here that have worked for AAA developers before, that are good at coding, development, you know, even down to like the inner office managers and stuff. I mean, that know how to keep the employees happy. It seems like if this were mine, this is what I would have done. I would have recognized that the first version of the game we built got it popular, but it's kind of broken. And if it can't be fixed because of the bad coding, why not start from ground zero? It's been more than enough time for them to do something like that. And I think if they're already doing something like that, that would be amazing. But honestly, that's just kind of like a fantasy of mine that I wake up one day and they're like, hey, we've completely remastered PUBG and, recoded it, and it'll feel a little different and it'll look a little different, but it's all for the better. And the desync is better, the lag is better. I mean, all video games have lag and desync, but PUBG had some of the worst of it. So that stuff is better. On console, you're getting 60 frames per second. On PC, if you were getting 100 frames per second, now maybe you're getting 150 frames per second. All this stuff would be amazing. I'm just saying, if this were my company, I would have tried to make it better instead of trying to do a money grab by, porting it over to console. It barely worked on Beast PCs, and they tried to get it to work on console. I mean, it was a good move for making money, but I think it disappointed a lot of people, and I think it actually pushed a lot of people that would have been PUBG fans away to other games like Fortnite, So yeah, I guess that's the end of my rant. I'm just saying, I would love to wake up one day and see that maybe there's a PUBG 2 or the same old PUBG that's been completely recoded from the ground up with all the money they've made off of PUBG, just to say thanks to the community. Here's what we really wanted to give you in the first place. It's a great game. What do you guys think of both of those ideas? PUBG 2 or a completely remastered PUBG for free? Just for all the fans out there that love the game. And let me know if you're still playing PUBG. PUBG's been out for a few years or a couple years now, and I definitely see the numbers decreasing, but it's not anywhere near being dead. It's still one of the top played games on Steam and on console, so it's going to stick around for a while. That's why I want to see good things happen to it. And don't interpret my video as some YouTuber just sitting here bitching. I'm the YouTuber that plays PUBG all the time, loves it, hates it, and basically just wants to see it do better. And I think that would be amazing, and I think that would be just what they need. Because up to now, in the past and in the current, PUBG is the go-to battle royale if you're looking for a realistic shooter. All the other battle royales that have come out that have tried to copy PUBG have basically failed, except for Fortnite. They did a really good job on that. But all these other PUBG, Battlefield, I don't even know all of them. They're not doing as good as PUBG, So let's get a PUBG that works on all the platforms. That's what I want to see. Thanks for listening to my rant, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you on the next video or the next live stream. Hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed, and turn your notifications on. Later.